depends on how you feel. It's not about what happened, right?
Yep.
Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. So again, take care of yourself is important. Okay, what happened around us, we cannot control it. We cannot control anything, by the way, but we can always control how we take care of ourselves. Yeah. So do your walk one mile today. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Okay. So what do you expect from this training today?
Learn something.
Something about what? Recession. Okay. Joy audio.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Let me share with you something. So, what is recession? This is the definition I get exact. I got this from dictionary. Okay. So, who wanna read it for me? Zoom attendance. Can you read it for me?
Sure, I can try.
Yes. Go ahead and
It's
do.
a recession is a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced.
Okay, so that's the definition. Who have been through any recession in your life? You raise your hand.
Oh, sure. Happened many times.
Anyone? You did not? Okay. Zoom, you can raise your virtual hand. I want to see. I see your hand up. Anybody else? Okay. If you have not been in through a recession, that means you are young. Okay. You're lucky. You're young. Okay. I've been through a few times, okay? And can anyone share with me what you see, what you remember during the recession, during the last one? Who remember anything? Just say it out. Vita.
Yes, my husband company was shut down. They closed the company, the United Motors Toyota before. Then they have no job for like 2 years. And then things got the Tesla came out, and he went back to work when Tesla was there. So, but many people has no job.
Many people have no job. Anything else? Elvis, I know you've been through a few. What happened during recession?
Yeah, I think for self-employed person,
What you
you
just said?
just
Simple.
taking care of yourself, during the recession time, taking care of yourself, because you're self-employment.
What do you see the last recession?
Last recession, I was like 12.
12, okay, so
I've been through it, but I
what
was
did you
like
see
12.
in the last one?
The last one is a lot of people try to remember. Just the people are so afraid of spending. They just feel like there's like there's a big security things going on. The people are afraid of spending, and no one's hiring, and
Yes.
the price of real estate dropped a lot.
Okay.
I'm talking about years like 2007, 2010, something like that, right?
Right,
Well,
right. 2008, 9, 10, 11, 12, the home price dropped a lot.
Yeah, and then what will happen again? I don't think so.
Every recession is different. They're not exactly the same. But when it's happened, there are some pattern, some signal. We'll talk about the signals very soon. But I remember I read a lot of news about people killing themselves because they lost everything during the 2008, 2012. And people got really sick. They couldn't handle themselves, mentally ill. So it's not a very fun experience. I mean, it's really sad to see what's going on. But at the end, one more thing I just want to remind everybody, if you know anyone or yourself, take care of yourself first. Because why killing themselves? Because of them, their mental state wasn't stable, wasn't strong enough. So they kill themselves over losing everything. And if we remind ourselves that everything we have we created it. It's okay to lose everything, and it's okay to recreate everything. It's just a part of life. That's life. But because we've been through so many times, we don't have to make the same mistake every time. We should learn from the past mistake. For people you never experience it, you can always learn from what happened to other people. You don't have to experience the recessions and then make a mistake and then have the same problem. No, you can learn from other people's mistake by getting yourself understand what's going on and then be prepared for it. That's all you need. You don't have to make the same mistake. Luckily now you can go on YouTube, you can read online about what happened in the past. I recommend you to go learn history. History is awesome because history always repeats itself. So if you understand history, you understand what happened to the future.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead.
So
Tino.
even though I was like very young during that recession, I still go on the MLS and I checked out the home prices during that time. And
12 years old.
you know,
12 years old?
no, not when I was 12, like recently.
Recently, the
Yeah,
one
kind of like
recent-
looking back into history, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
seeing
yeah.
like, oh, okay, so this house sold in like say
recently,
2003
yeah.
for like 1.3 million, but then during the recession 2008 2009 it sold for like 900K.
Right.
You know,
right.
so they lost some money, kind of calculate how much, what's the percentage that the house went down
Okay.
for San Jose, especially.
Good one, Tino. Tino touched a very important point that home price go down a lot during 2008, 2012. But the people who let go of the home at that time, who give up on their properties, they ended up losing everything. What about the people who keep everything, trying really hard to keep their properties? What happened to those?
They gain.
They gain so much. So the key is, how do you keep your properties? How? So we're gonna talk about it today. Recession, bad and good, okay? It's an opportunity for people who learn the past and ready for the future. If you know recession coming, you do something, you wait for the opportunities, and what happened? You become so rich after the recessions. That's it. That's an opportunity, big opportunities. So recession is not always bad. It's only bad for people who not ready, who not knowing what's going on, or who super optimistic, thinking the world never change. And those are those people who think that his thinking is correct, that he would never lose, that he will always win. Those people would need to sit down and think twice. And I know those people because they believe that they never lose anything and that they might lose everything. Okay? You gotta be open up, be ready for something. Okay, prepare for the worst. That is what I think. Even you think, oh, the economy might be okay, even we had the recession, but why don't you prepare for the worst? Don't be too optimistic, thinking that you know everything, and then you don't prepare anything, you don't do anything, and when it's hit, you lose everything. Especially when you are old enough, you're not young anymore, you might not have enough times or energy to recreate. For young people like Tino, QD, Jung, you can recreate too many times, 1 or 2 more times, or 3 times, right? Because you're young, you have the energy, you have the time. But for me, if this time I go down, I don't think I can go back up because I don't have much time anymore. My energy level, my health, a lot of things that I might not be able to get back up. But I have enough experience. I should not be in trouble unless I don't do anything about it, unless I try to believe in myself that I will always have everything and I never lose, then that is my problem, okay? So, let's talk about what's going on. Okay, I'm showing you some signals, some pattern because everything happened with a pattern. So we gotta learn pattern. You see the red thing over there, and okay, so this is the 10-year Treasury U and the 2-year Treasury U. Normally the 10-year Treasury U have a bigger number than the 2-year Treasury U. Then when they take the 10 year minus the 2 years, normally we have the positive number, and that when we have good economy, okay? But when we have the 10 years have a smaller number and we minus the 2 year a bigger number, we have a negative number, and the negative is the red thing. And if you take a look, this chart going from 1980 until now, okay? If you look at the gray column in 1980, that's a recession. And then the gray next to it in 1981 and 82, a bigger recession, a longer time. And then 1991, you see another recession. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
The gray column. Do you see it? Do you all see it? People on Zoom, do you see it? Yes. Okay, good. Because I want you to understand the chart. And in 2001, there's another recession because you see the gray column go down. And 2008, 7 and 8 and 9 and 10, there's another gray column, bigger, longer. So every time you see the red thing happen, next to it is, what is it?
Recession.
Recession. Every time you see the negative red thing, you see recession. Okay, look at the 2000. Look, if you look, let me show right here. We had a recession somewhere over here, 2020. We have a small red here, but the 2020 we have a very short recession, and it went away really quickly. Nobody even noticed. Okay, look at what happened right now. What do you see right now?
Obvious.
A lot of red. A lot of red. We are coming toward recession, everyone. Congratulations. Opportunity coming. Hey, come on. You got to be happy. Opportunity coming.
I have a question. So nowadays it's the right time to buy then, because as my experience in like week.
Okay, good question.
Yeah.
Okay,
because-
so Rita asked me, is it good time to buy? When is a good time to buy, Vita?
Every time.
Every time when you have a down payment, when you qualify for a mortgage, when you find a property that you like,
Yes.
that is the best time. But the key is, how do you keep the home? If you say, okay, MC, but when recession come, home value might go down. I agree. But will it go down as much as last time? No. Okay, first of all, no.
It's coming up.
It's coming up, but it might go some more correction. Why I said do not wait, because I remember my own experience. We bought our house in January of 2006, almost 1.3 million. And the home value went down 900,000 in 2012.
Wow.
I look back at that moment in 2012. I was so grateful that I bought the home at 1.3. Wait a minute, am I crazy? No, because at 2012 I was not able to get a loan to buy a house. You get it? We have no income. How can we buy a house? How could we borrow a loan if we have no income? So if people say, I'm gonna wait until the home price go down to buy, good luck. Unless you have all cash, then keep your cash then. Keep your cash. If you have $5 million, then okay, let's wait. That's opportunity. Waiting until the market go down more and then you go and buy all cash, then go ahead, wait. But if you are borrowing money from lenders, do not ever wait. Because you might not be able to get a mortgage at the time the home value, you feel like this is a good deal. Okay? Okay, so any question? because before we move on. Okay, this is the unemployment rate, or same thing. Every time before recession, the unemployment rate hit the lowest. Can you believe it? Unemployment rate is always at the lowest before recession. Right now, the recession rate is 3.5%. That's so low. And this is just the past. I just show you what happened in the past. This is history. Since 1950. I'm not creating this chart. I got it from Fred. You can go search it up. I have the link right there. We just look into the past to see what happened in the future. And right now people said, yay, we have the lowest unemployment rate. Yes, we do. But we are entering recession. We cannot avoid it.
I don't know why.
Why?
If people all have jobs, then why are we in recession?
Well, okay, good one. Why people still having job and we are in recession? Okay, people still having job, that's why we can still selling home. Good things. People have money. But other factor affecting the economy, a lot of business is not doing well right now. They don't make money. They're losing money. People are using up their saving. And then when they have it, how long can they use their saving for? As long as they have money, they can have more money to get it from their saving and bump it into their business. And the moment their saving run out, what happened? They start using credit cards. They start getting more loans. And to the point they can't even pay their credit cards. They have to let go of their employee. And if you see right now, everything slowed down. Actually, it starts slowing down since December of 2022. It's not just now. People now go to the supermarket, they look at the receipt, they make sure it's not now before people don't care about how much they buy for their food for the week. Now they budget it. That's happened right now. People still spending though. I can see people still spending, but they're spending on their saving. And then people who have no more saving, they're spending on their credit cards. I don't have a chart for the credit card, but right now people are using credit card a lot. And credit cards interest is really high, right? Over 20%, right? So what happened in recession? Business struggle to make profits. A lot of business are struggling right now. That's why whenever I'm marketing self-employed or business owner loan program, I got a call because they need to cash out. They need money. Okay? Company laying off workers right now. The big guy laying off. You don't see the small one because people still spending on servicing people still traveling. Okay, you see that? So they still hiring people. Unemployment will rise, when we are in recession, not right now. Right now people are still hiring because they still have some saving, or they can use their credit card, or they can borrow loan from everywhere to bump into their business, try to survive. Okay? Because they think this gonna go over very soon, so they can handle it. What if this lasts a long time? Their business gonna collapse. Okay? Just like an earthquake, when you have a short earthquake, people survive. But when you have a longer earthquake, most of the people die, right? So same thing, recession, if it lasts so long, a lot of business are gonna go down. Okay, so I talked about this. People use up their saving, use up their credit card, and try to maintain this current situation. During recession, interest rate gonna go down. This gonna show, we're gonna come. People are expecting it to rate coming down by the end of the year, or maybe beginning of 2024, and inflation gonna go down as well. So what do we do right now? because people using a lot of credit cards, they have a lot of debts. Our job is to help them to consolidate all the debts. Okay? A lot of time when I see my client come to me, ask me to do refinance on one thing, and I look at the whole entire file and I see, wow, I think the best way is to pay off all your debt, increase your loan amount. You can save $5,000 a month in terms of monthly payment. And if you can do that for your client, if you can save them $5,000 a month paying debt, they will survive during the recession, trust me. Instead of paying $9,000 a month, they end up paying only $4,000 a month by consolidate all their debt into one mortgage. Okay? Because sometimes people don't know they can do that. But we can see, we know. Because they think, oh, I just want some money. I just want some money because I need the money right now. So can you refinance cash out for me? But then I say, look, if I pay off all your debts right here, and then your payment is lower by $5,000 a month, are you happy to do that? They will say, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe this is possible, right? So your job right now is talking about refinance cash out, okay? So you have to post, I email you everyone the flyer in a PowerPoint. I will email it again. You can just put your information, your logo, your picture, and post it everywhere. On the caption, you want to talk about if you have a lot of credit card debts and you have big monthly payment every month, call me. I can help you to consolidate your debts so that you save a lot every month, so you can survive the recession. So this is what I want you to talk about. Right now, we can still help them with this loan. When recessions happens, we don't know if lenders still lend them through this program. Because when recession happens, a lot of investors, they don't want to offer this kind of program because it's high risk. During recession, all the non-QM loan, all the subprime loan going away. No docs, DSCR, P&L, VOE, bank statement will be all gone during recession. That would be too late to wait until then to refinance cash out. Okay? And also, not only that, recession time, the home price might go down a little bit, right? Right now, the maximum cash out we can do for people is 80%. Okay? Not many people can do 80% cash out, but at PacificWide we can do 80% cash out. Most of other lenders or brokers, they can only do up to 75% cash out, 75% loan to value cash out. But here at PacificWide we can do 80% loan to value cash out. That's a really good number. For example, if somebody have a house value as $1 million and their mortgage right now is $600,000, if they come to us right now, we can offer them $800,000 loan. That means they have $200,000 cash out, right? But if they wait half a year or a year later, home value might go down 10%. Maybe 2 years later, 10%, the home gonna be $900,000. They can only get out $100,000, right? So it's good to do it now when they have room to cash out. And because right now we also can still have this program, so they can use this program to cash out, to pay off their debt, to consolidate their debt. I want you to look into people's loans and look at how many homes they own. And I want you to see, to find out their current job will support paying all the mortgage during recession in the next 2-3 years. If you feel like, oh my God, they're gonna lose their home. If recession happen, one of them lose a job, they won't be able to make the payment. Then you have to give them some advice. You want them to keep, if they cannot keep two, then show them how to keep one property. Because if you don't show them, they might lose both during recession. This is happening. So to me, it is the time to look at all your client profile, especially who have a lot of properties. Look at their properties, how much mortgage they own right now, how much debt they have, and look at their future income. What happens if one of them lose the income? Will they be able to make the payment if they own 5 properties, right? And if you say, I think you should consolidate debt so that so whatever happened, you are still able to pay for your mortgage. So that I don't want you to lose any property. You need to be the financial advisor. You don't want to be just a salesperson in this economy. You know, people losing their house without knowing. And what are we doing? We don't just sell, come on. We are here to advise them, right? We're here to help people to keep their home. Because if they can survive during such recession, next come is they will be so happy, they will so appreciate you so much, and you are their hero. And everything they need, they come to you. And their children, when they need a house, they come to you. Because they know you care about them, you care about their wellness, that you care about their properties. You don't want them to lose it. So, any questions before we go on? Okay, no questions. So in this program right here, we have a refinance cash out for self-employed people. Okay, go back again. Loan amount from 1.5 million to 2 million. But for loan amount less than 1.5 million, we can cash out up to 80% of loan to value. But for loan amount bigger, from 1.5 million to 2 million, the maximum LTV is 75% only. Because when loan amount is bigger, it's more risk there. So the loan to value is smaller. Okay, you can use this flyer to marketing and talk about what might happen, recession, and then credit card debts. Okay, this one we can do loan up to $3 million. So for loan amount from $2 million to $3 million, the maximum LTV is 70%. You see, actually this is a really good loan to value number because all the lenders, they can go up to only 60%. Okay, for I know a lot of lenders, they cannot go over 60% when loan amount over 2 million, but we can do it. And down there you see we have loan amount up to $4 million. But if somebody wants $4 million loan, maximum LTV is 65%. And believe me, people who have home value 8 million, 9 million, they want this loan program because they want $4 million loan. So I want you guys to know that at PacificWide, we can help people to cash out, and the loan amount maximum is 4 million. If you have somebody want a bigger loan amount like 8 million, 10 million, come to me case by case. We don't have something like this, like a standard and poster on flyer, but we can do loan 8 million, 10 million as well. So this is the flyer. I want you to start posting. Is Tracy here? Oh, Tracy. Tracy, were you able to post
Yes,
the flyer? Were you able to post your flyer yet?
No, not yet because I have to edit, putting my picture and some information in it. I haven't had a chance to.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, that's okay. That's good. As long as I know you are going to do it. So the
Yes.
email I sent out. Good job, JC. Just try to post it as soon as you can. Don't wait for your success. So in my email, I give you like a week of post. I give you some idea for caption. So go ahead, use it, but you can be more creative. Don't just use my caption if you have more idea. Just use your own idea if you want to. Just opinion. So how to prepare for recession? We already talked about it. Consolidate debts. Put all the credit card debt into a mortgage would be the best thing to do right now, because even the mortgage interest rate might be 7% or 7.5%. It's still a lot lower than 21%, 24%, or 28%. Credit card interest is really high. Okay, so consolidate debts. build your emergency fund. So this is for if you should take care of yourself as well, not just your client, but for your client, remind them they have to have some money ready for whatever happened. They have some money ready to pay their basic expenses like what? Mortgage, health insurance, food, gas, auto insurance. We need to drive to work, right? And if we're sick, we have insurance, and we're really important, and we need food to eat every day. So emergency fund should be 6 months to 12 months. How do we calculate emergency fund? You can help your client with that. Okay, how much do you pay for your monthly mortgage? How much do you pay for your health insurance, your car insurance, your utility bill as well, right? And home insurance and mortgage, everything basic. And then that's monthly payment that you have to pay for yourself and your family. Make sure you have at least 6 months of that payment. 6 months. If you do better, you have 12 months, right? Have that emergency fund on your side. Or someone, if they are qualified for a HELOC loan, ask them to apply for a HELOC loan. They have that emergency fund ready for them anytime they need the money. So when we prepare, for them, they don't lose their home, okay? If people investing, keep your cash where it's rewarded, okay? And how much cash can we get on quickly if I need it? So when you invest in home, that's beautiful, that's awesome. But when you need money, you have to cash out, and at that time you might not be able to cash out, right? At that time you might not be able to sell your home because you don't want to sell it because of a lot of reasons. So where do you put your money in so that you can get money out quickly? And when you put it in, you still earn some interest, right? Saving is one way, but saving is so little because the interest is so little. If you can find some very good stocks that you believe doesn't matter what happened, their stock gonna be good, put some in there, not a lot, some in there, so that knowing it's gonna generate some income, even though you don't use it, but when you need money, you can turn it around and get the money right away. I don't know stocks, but there must be some good stocks out there, right? Must be. Long-term investment in stocks too, but when you put it in there, just knowing you're gonna earn some interest from that, but you also know that I can get the money out as soon as I need, okay? So we talk about basic monthly living expense, all of it, we need to take care of it for ourselves, for the family, or for your clients. Okay. Of course, when recession happen, interest rate gonna go down, we have more loans. But how many people still qualify for mortgage at that time? That's another question, right? But we definitely will have more loans. So right now, if people have a lot of credit card debts, it's the best time to consolidate it and put everything in one mortgage. I want you to talk to your client about it. And I leave here four links about recession. I watched them yesterday. Those are the people who are really smart. The people who've been through a long time in recession, they learn history and they're doing so well with their own financial status. They are famous people. I look at the video. I don't just watch any video. I don't have time. A lot of people create their video talk about recession, but we don't have time for that because they might say the wrong thing. So we look at the people who have the very high status and they learn history and they doing well for themselves. Those are the links you want to go in there and you want to listen for yourself, okay? Because I'm also learning. I want you to learn for yourself. But today,
Maybe Joe can add to the list.
yeah.
Yes, I noticed that the list, and not just this one, I noticed a couple of things that I was online, and one thing that we tend to forget, we have to invest in our career and our health during the recession. That's a very, very important, you know.
You are awesome. I love it.
Because, you know, no matter what happened, you still have to work. You have to survive, right? So you have to, because for people who have been through the recession, like you and me, other people, and it's very important that we need to be prepared. And the best way to prepare your career, you know, there's a time to learn something new, learn something that you haven't done before. At the same time, you invest in your health. The health is very important, right?
Oh my God, and June, you touch a very important point. Without your health, you go down so fast. I mean, because when you are healthy, your spirit, you can keep up with your spirit and you can do anything, right?
Exactly.
But when
Yep.
you're not healthy, you will let go. You don't care, right? And you end up like I talk about what happened to a lot of people killing themselves during the last recession because they did not take care of themselves, their health. And you talk about education. This is the most important thing because to me, education not only helped me with my career, but helped me with who I am today. I believe in our life, when we talk about true happiness, what is true happiness? True happiness is not about how much you make, it's about who you become. I become who I am today because I've been learning. I become a person that I believe in myself. I am confident what I say. It's because I've been learning so much. So invest in yourself, in your knowledge, learn every single day is really important. And when you understand, when you have the knowledge, you have the education, you can help a lot of other people, not just yourself. And we all know education is the key to wealth. Education is the key to success. So I hope everybody to take this moment and remember, you have to keep learning and never stop learning. Learning is the key of success. Learning is the key of fulfillment. Because when you become who you want to be, you will be happy. That's a true happiness. If you get a reward, yeah, you'll be happy in like 1 or 2 days. If you get a bigger salary or bigger commission, you'll be happy in 1 or 2 days or 3 days. It's gone away. But become who you are will be fulfilled, will be joy, right, Jung? Do you agree with me on that one?
I totally agree. You know, because we consider ourselves professional, we're supposed to help people. If we cannot help ourselves, there's no way we can help other people, right? So if you say, oh, you want to help, I want to share the message, the positive message, but at the same time, we don't take care of ourselves. We sick all the time, we're desperate. And we don't know anything about what we're doing, so it's very hard to help people, you know. If we're not happy, how can we make other people happy?
Awesome. So you remind me of a video, Jim Rohn, he made a really good speech. He said, winter is only coming. Winter season is, winter, what he means is by winter is when hardship happening, when recession coming, or when things happen that we don't expect, that called winters. So winter season come without our expectation, without our knowing. We cannot do anything about what happened, but we can only we can only control on how to respond to the winter. And the best way to respond to the winter is become strong, right? Healthy, high spirit. We talk about peak states. When we are at peak state, nothing can harm us. When you are feeling good, when you feel healthy, nothing can ruin you. But when you are not happy, when you are not healthy, everything can make you unhappy. So I think this is important to keep up on your physical body, make sure you are healthy, and then help yourself learning every day so you become more education for yourself and then become a better person yourself. So I think that is it for today, but I want you to use what you learned today and put it into your marketing materials like video, flyers, email, text message, or phone call. You can call people and talking about, you know, what's going on right now. And I suggest you to watch the video though. Watch the video that in the link. And when you understand more about what's happening, you can share that with your clients. And you can help them to get themselves ready for what's coming. And if I go back to your question, should we buy now? Again, you can tell them my story, because that is the true story.
Yes, because within the last 2 weeks, we've been doing, my clients wants to do the offer. But now, even though like more, still they can get it because it's 100,000 more of the.
Okay.
So
what
I
Vita
believe
is sharing
it's the right time.
Okay. So what Vita is sharing is it's still very hard to buy a property right now.
Yeah.
Because the offer is only 100,000 more than the listing price, right?
Mhm.
And you asking me, is this the right time? What I'm seeing right now is we don't have a lot of inventory.
Yes, that's
When we don't have a lot of inventory and we have a lot of buyers, we have that problem all the time. So
Yeah.
buyer have to pay more than the listing price to get the home. And looking at the data, we've been having a problem with inventories for